is up? What's going on, guys? Trizzle here, tuning in, bringing you guys another great war recap. Today I'm actually over in Toledo, of course part of the TL clan family. As you guys know, we're part of the TL clan family, Legion of Doom, Toledo, and War Records. And if you're part of a high-level war clan, we are currently looking for new members. Of course, you gotta be about it, because these guys do not play games. War at a very high level, so would like to show some love. We actually combined with a Dutch clan called Segafredo, which is great because we're going to be teaming up with these guys to get into some Mlcw play, some league play later on in a couple months, which will probably be next season. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some of these attacks and see what type of magic we can make. Here we have Mlcw going in on their number one, Andre Kenji, and even though this clan looked decent on paper, they probably weren't the most solid of clans. We were able to easily beat these guys, and I believe it was a pretty decent breakdown. It was like 6, 10, and like 15 or something like that. I think we warred with the 30v30 breakdown. But good job, Mlcw, going in, getting the 2-star on the Max Town Hall 11. Coming up just short, just have to muscle through a few more defenses, so easily take advantage. Pretty, wouldn't say a high percentage, but decent enough. Gets the job done with that 2-star. So that's going to be that. We're not going to watch the archers beat on the walls. We had Road Ritter 2-starring their number 2. Shout out to the fam, going in with a little bowler witch with a queen walk opener. And I know he's actually working on getting his queen done, currently at level 47. And hang in there, bud, you just got a little bit further to go. I know it's sometimes hard because it is a bit of a grind, but you're almost there, man. Just keep up the pace. With all that being said, goes in, easily takes care of business, pulls out the 2-star without a problem. So good job, Road Ritter. Alright, so that's going to bring us to the number 3 base. Here we have Partho going in on their number 3, Carlos Khalil. And looks like he's doing a little witch walk on the flank. Bowler should be going down. There you go, the bowlers. And I'm assuming a queen walk on one of these sides. To be honest with you, being that I have so many accounts, I wasn't in the clan for a lot of the hits, so I don't recall seeing this attack. But goes in with the bitch bowler. Bitch. It is a bitch walk if you think about it. Bowler, witch, healer. But of course cuts the funnel, gets the town hall taken out, and then the heroes with the rest of the bowlers going in the center is able to go in and really establish that 3-star without a problem. These bases, when you're, and I don't want to give our secret away, but just so you know, guys, if you're in a mixed war and you're running anti-3-star bases, you're actually giving the clan an advantage. Now, I know that once you're at high level warring, where 3-starring is very much a possibility, then and only then, maybe if you didn't really run a mixed breakdown, would it make sense to not have those anti-2-stars for your Town Hall 11s. So it's very, very important as a mixed clan. If you want to not give the other clan a better chance of their Town Hall 10s, 10v11 2-starring, you really gotta be very conscientious, and you really want to think twice about getting bases that are set up for anti-3-star. So shout out to Mlcw. He's actually able to go in with bowler hogs at the start and easily hogs the fuck out of this base, which is sexy. I love it. Goes in, pulls the clan castle. From there, he just goes in with the heroes along with a few bowlers and takes care of business. As you see, he's got 34 hogs left, CC, the warden, and 5 heal spells. So it goes in extremely hog heavy, starting on the top right hand side. Of course, with those single infernos, just makes it that much easier. Of course, the heroes were able to take out the main objectives, which would of course have been the heroes, the Archer Queen, and the clan castle. And then from there, with the hogs going in so heavy on the front side, you're just able to muscle through the base. Of course, having the warden behind them to give them that health boost. Not to mention, pop that ability at the most crucial time. Plus 5 heal spells, guys. That's a lot of healing going on. With all that put together, gotta give this attack credit where it's due. Town Hall 11, Hog 3-star. Shout out to the fans. Great job, my team. Love to see it. Love to see it. Cannot hate on a Town Hall 11 Hog attack, guys. And again, these guys are a great bunch of guys. We're going to be bringing you guys some high-level war gameplay. I know that this game isn't as popular as it was, let's say, 3 or 4 years ago. But that doesn't mean, you still don't have a very dedicated community. People that are focused on making the most out of the game, because it's still a really great game. Supercell is still supporting the game. Obviously, it's still a big cash cow for them. They still make a ton of money, and one of the reasons why is they keep things fresh. They keep adding new content. Obviously, we know that the next progression, is going to be a Town Hall 12. Town Hall 11, it's been around for over a year, and they've done some things, not just to balance it out, but to make the game a lot more balanced, make it a lot more interesting. So it's not just air everything. Being that I love air, I'm not gonna hate on that one era where loons were oh fucking p. But I will say that where the game is now, it's a lot more balanced, and that just makes it a lot better of an experience. So shout out to Tanvir getting that 9V. No, I think it was 10V. Let me see. No, it was a 9V11 2-star. So good job. And then I believe this starts the Town Hall 10s. And here we've got Mlcw going in with bowlers and witches to take out the max Town Hall 10. So great job, Mlcw, taking care of business. And it's just deploy the troops. A couple spells, you want to manage that accordingly. And pretty easy attack, to be honest with you, if you really look at what took place here with this raid. So good job. And a lot of it starts with the max heroes, guys. Got to get them up to level 40. Now that I have a few more accounts, I'll actually be able to get a Town Hall 10 in there, which will only make things that much more fun, because as of now, I think I have like 7 accounts, and it's like 2 11s, like maybe 4 or 5 9s, and like 1 Town Hall 5. No, I have a Town Hall 8 and a Town Hall 5, excuse me. So I'm probably going to bump some up. I'll make one of these a Town Hall 10. That way I could at least have a 10 in there, and then finish maxing my heroes on my other Town Hall 11. Just makes it that much more fun, that much more capable of warring all over the place. So love to see the Town Hall 10 Falcon, Andre Rasta going in, taking out their number 7. Of course, you start with that Queen Walk. Not very long, but just long enough to establish the funnel on the right. And then from there, the troops, the bowlers, Valkyries go in, and healers staying up really holds the attack together. Once you have a high level queen, being able to keep those healers up allows you to carry the heroes through to the rest of the attack. And luckily the queen and a Valk is still up to be able to take care of the rest of the base. So shout out to Andre Rasta taking care of business. And actually, I do apologize, there was no Valkyries in that raid. I thought it was the Falcon. This is a dip raid, if I'm not mistaken. So we won't spend too much time on that. But this is, a Town Hall 11 Falcon. Of course, that I don't know. I guess he wasn't trying to use a rage spell at the very beginning. But as you see, the Queen Walk doesn't have to go very far. And then because of those Valks being max, bowlers being max, and then of course level 7 hogs, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion, especially if you have Town Hall 10s using the Falcon to take out max Town Hall 10s. Obviously a Town Hall 11 version will definitely do a lot of damage. So here we've got Bassi. I think he was over from Segafredo, and he is doing a Town Hall 10 Falcon. So going in on their number 9, of course, you want to focus on the same raid objectives as the Town Hall 9 version. Of course, I do have a video tutorial for that, so definitely make sure you guys check that out over on the 3-star tutorial playlist, because it's worth its weight in gold. Probably one of the strongest meta attacks right now, especially at Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10. So he goes in. Once the funnel is established on both sides, your Valkyries go down, followed by your bowlers. Of course, you're going to heal rage as the Valks and bowlers travel their way across and through the base. You still want to make sure that you take out those high value defenses, which, because the Valks end up acting as both a tank and as a DPS anchor, it really comes together so well, because you have the bowlers putting down that extra DPS and range, you've got the Valks tanking and putting out that DPS, not to mention the strength and power of those high level heroes under the heel of the healers, making it just such a beautiful thing. So shout out to the 3-star, and I believe this is a 11v10, so I won't spend too much time. We'll zip through this, but good job, Road Ritter, taking care of business, rocking out and getting that 3-star. I know with the dips, even though it's necessary to win wars, it's not always a foregone conclusion. You still gotta go in and make sure you know what you're doing. Obviously, with higher level walls, not just any attack is always usable, but you still have to have sound principles, good sound foundation, still satisfy every element that's required to master the raid, and then from there you just collect your 3-star. Good job, Road Ritter. And getting into, did we start the 9s yet? No. Still have a couple more 10s, so we'll try to zip through this, because I was actually going to do a double recap, so this video might run a little bit on the long side. Of course, I will skip through the attacks that don't really matter, but with all that being said, good job to Bugs Kubrick, easily taking out their number 11 base, going in, and I believe probably like a tier 3 Town Hall 10 level 1 Infernos, but still able to get in there and wreck face. Town Hall 10, you still can't take it for granted, because it's one of those things where things often go awry. Before Town Hall 11, Town Hall 10 was 3-starring a Town Hall 10 as a Town Hall 10. Not an easy thing. You definitely have to have a good mastery of troop mechanics. Back when they didn't have bowlers and things like that, they didn't have all the options that they do now. Baby dragons, level 5 healers, all these things that add up and make quite a bit of a difference. So here we've got Jonathan, Town Hall 10, of course, going in on their number 12, is able to get the 3-star. Easily takes care of business, so great job. And 3 more stars for Toledo. Alright, that's 3 stars, triple for the good guys. And next, pretty soon we are going to find the Town Hall 9. So here we go with the top Town Hall 9 hit. Here we've got Lintio going in on their number 13. And he's just going to be using a Shattered Bogo-Ho. Of course, Golem Opener with the wizards behind. Looks like he did incorporate some baby dragons to help with the DPS. Of course, a couple mines end up taking them out, but that's just part of what happens. From there, once the funnel is established, he's going to go ahead, get the jump spell down, in come the heroes, and in come the bowler CC. Now, because he's brought that raid spell, his main objective is going to be to take out the Archer Queen, take out the Clan Castle, poison the CC troops. Once that's all done, in come the Hogs, and they're going to support the army coming in on the flanks. And then from there, you should be able to get both, if not most of the Expos. And then most of the Expos, one of the Expos if it doesn't get both, excuse me. And then it's a pretty piece of cake. I will say that I don't do this attack enough. I know you can do Shattered Go-Ho on a lot of bases, even on fresh hits. So it's definitely something that is worth trying out. And the beauty of having those high-level heroes is that they really carry the attack. They really bring your troops into beautiful synergies, the only way I can describe it. Because at max Town Hall 9 level, it's not the most difficult thing in the world to 3-star. So if you have high-level bases with max walls and people that know how to attack, it can somehow sometimes not work out. So here we've got Bix going in on the number 14. This ended up being a dip attack, so it was a 10v9. So we'll zip right through it, but of course, you've got to clear the map. So no big deal. He goes in, takes care of business, and easily pulls out the triple. Alright, so that is that. And again, since it's a dip, we're not going to spend too much time on it. Great job, Bix. And next we've got Nathan. Town Hall 9, beat Town Hall 9. Looks like he's got a stone Gobo Ho. I would only assume there's bowlers in the CC. But coming in with the golem on the far top, the top corner of the base. Of course, coming in from the top right-hand side. Main goal is to take out those royals, take out the clan castle. Of course, try to get the bomb tower, tank for the expos. And then from there, use the rest of hogs on the few defenses that are remaining. So of course he does go in, gets the CC pull, make sure that everything is more or less under control, and then from there brings in the bowlers. Out comes the rest of the CC, uses the jump spell to access the core and the expos, raid spell to take advantage of the bowlers, and then from there we're going to see those 2 heal spells to support. Nope, never mind. Being that it is a stone entry, he found more value in using the heal spell on those bowlers, being able to take out both expos at that core juncture. So that way there really isn't a whole lot of work left for the hogs to do, because by that point, the heroes have already taken down the bulk of the base, and whatever hogs are left up really don't have to do that much work, either because the defenses are gone or whatever is left is under tank. So great job, Nathan easily gets that 3-star. Love to see that stone Gobo Ho, shattered Gobo Ho. I mean, this all depends on how you like doing it. If you prefer a little bit less emphasis on the hogs, a little bit more on the kill squad, then you'll bring less hogs and use another golem. But here we've got Moi doing a little bit of Falcon on their number 16. So pretty solid attack coming in from the top right hand side. They use that baby dragon to establish the funnel, and then from there Queen Walk comes down along to the far right corner, deals with the CC. Of course, came a little bit close with the Queen's health, but got the raid spell down. From there, you just cut the funnel, and then in come the Valks, Bowler's King, spells managed accordingly, and then because the Valks and Bowlers end up being so OP, they just work their way around. Queen being under the healers is able to take up the top of the base, and that ends up being it, guys. Sayonara. Of course, again, easy 3-star, very, very solid attack. Even with those max walls, the base doesn't really stand a chance. So good job to me, and that's 3 more stars for Toledo. Alright, so after that, let me see what we've got left. We don't have a ton of stuff left, but I am going to try to bring you guys as much as I can. Oh yeah, I think this ended up being like a 99%, if I'm not mistaken. No, we ended up getting it, excuse me. Now, that's what it was. It was a Town Hall 10, it was a dip attack. I didn't actually see that at the very end, because this base was a little bit tricky. We did have a few Town Hall 9 fails on this base, so definitely, solid base design. More than anything else, the placement of the king by the Town Hall ends up being semi-problematic, along with the expos to support. So again, a pretty solid base, but we still were able to smash it right face, even though we had to dip. Sometimes you gotta dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. So shout out to Zelia, taking care of business. And then we've got No Mercy JR Going in on their number 18, this is a little bit of a engineered, whatever you want to call it. So shout out to all the clans that don't do that and like to war straight up. But you know, we'll 3-star you if we need to. So goes in with that shattered Lalo, shattered bow Lalo, excuse me. Easily takes care of business. Gets the CC, gets the queen, gets the air defense. Ends up being like 180 left. So not a whole lot left for the troops that are up. Of course, it's more of a TDH. I think he only brought 1 hound, and then with all that being combined with minions, queen came a little bit close, but still takes care of business. So great job. All right. So next we had Nathan. Again, going against one of these semi-engineered bases. Looks like they're number 19. Of course, Town Hall 10 with level 1 expos. You know, so they kind of play the game of war weight. But in any event, goes in with that queen walk. Basically, it's a TDH. Of course, rocking the queen charge into the base. Usually, you'll wall breaker in, take out as many of the air defenses as possible, and then from there, you know, you just use the Lalo with the loons. Well, Lalo obviously followed up by the minions. So it comes in, gets a good spread on those hounds. Hail spells to lead them in. Minions come down almost immediately behind the loons. And then from there, everything just flows. Being that the Archer Queen cut down the entire right-hand side of the base, the loons have nowhere to go but directly into the air defense. So great job, Nathan. I don't know if it's Nathan or Nathan. But either way, getting the 3-star, doing what we got to do. Here we've got Rube. Basically doing a more or less witch slap. He did bring a couple Valks instead of the witches for the center, but of course it's still a witch slap. I know this isn't Lintio's favorite raid, but you can't argue with results. So great job going in, gets everything taken care of. Of course the queen witch walks on either side is more than enough to take care of the flanking defenses. And then with the heroes coming up in the center, they were able to power through and finish taking out whatever was left in the core. So good job, Rube. 3 more stars for Toledo. And that should be coming up close to the all the bases that we would generally hit. I know this ends up being this is a Falcon, but it's hog heavy. What did he bring? Okay, so he didn't bring... Alright, I see what he did there. So he just uses a few more hogs than I did on my attack. He dropped the baby dragon along with the giants. So that might be something to think about. I know if you use the king, the kiwi entry, it does help. But different folks, different strokes for different folks, as they say. It's still very effective, both variations. Of course, you got to go with what you feel comfortable with. Of course, he's still able to get the 3-star, no problem. So great job, Lintio, taking ass and kicking names. Alright, so we're coming up near the end. I know it's been a longer recap, but I really appreciate you guys watching. As you guys know, we are deep into May. If you're in the United States, we're coming up on the Memorial Day holiday pretty soon. Of course, if you want a chance to win that gift card, guys know what you got to do. Of course, be a subscriber. You want to hit that notification bell. Got to participate in the live stream, guys. Every Sunday, we usually live stream, typically starting about 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern U.S., and that runs for generally about 4 hours. We like to finish up the war. But just to get back to the war real quick, we've got Pauper Sergeant taking out their number 22, Josielli. Of course, using a Shattered Gobo Ho. Definitely not a problem for such high heroes. Easily takes out their number 22. So great job. It was a Stone Gobo Ho, my bad. Alright, so we're getting close to the lower bases, which I probably won't show all of them. This is one of those funky Town Hall 10s, which, again, I don't know why these clans run this, because, this clan actually had fairly alright amount of wins. It was a higher level, but, you can tell that they manipulate their wins by having, bases like this, where, the Town Hall 9s aren't really completely polished, and the 10s are definitely not polished, because if you don't learn how to be elite at Town Hall 9, you know, you don't carry and translate that knowledge and that skill into Town Hall 10, and it just becomes that much harder to learn how to be better, because as the game gets further and further along, everything gets amplified, you know, so any minor mistakes, everything, you know, gets increased, it gets amplified, you know, as you you know, move throughout the game progression. All right, so here we've got Vakenvoller easily taking out their number 24 Brazucas, and of course he is over on Segafredo, so shout out to them as well. Goes in with a little, was there bowlers in there? I can't remember. Might have been an old school Shattered Lalo. I know that might have been a Shattered Go-Boho, because why not? Of course he gets to swag the raid spell, so great job, awesome job, love to see that. Yeah, it was a Shattered Go-Boho, so good job. And next we've got No Mercy, and this is, oh yeah, here's where we start the weird bases, because, you know, this is one of their weaker Town Hall 9s, and of course it had no expos, so I think the next base, and I'll look at it real quick, we're probably going to cut it short for this particular war, and I'll run over to Legion real quick and just throw in a couple attacks. I know it's already been a longer war recap, but I like to be able to show some love, not just to the Legion, but also to the Toledo and the entire TL Clan family as a whole. Shout out to Segafredo. Again, we're going to be doing some big things in MLCW, so definitely looking forward to that. And that is going to leave. Alright, yeah, so here on out, it's just like weird attacks. I think this will be the very last attack that I'll show, just for the simple fact that the rest of the bases are all funky. Yeah, they had like Town Hall 8s, it was weird. I don't know, I guess with their setup, their breakdown, they probably have favorable matches, I don't know. Maybe if they match all weaker clans or weird engineered clans. But in any event, goes in, gets everything established with the funnel. Of course, there's no expos, so, you know, it ends up making it that much easier. Without the DPS, you know, it's just a foregone conclusion, you know, to be able to flatten the base. So great job, OW4, exclamation mark, money sign, dollar sign, dab. Alright, so I think that's it, because the next few bases are, yeah, Town Hall 8s. 9v8, some that, you know, we really don't need to see. With all that being said, guys, really appreciate you guys watching. Trizzle tuning out.